Hello. Good afternoon. All right. Good afternoon, guys. What you guys doing out there? Let's get IG on here. All right. Says you are live on IG. I love it. How you guys doing out there on this lovely Tuesday afternoon? I hope all is well. Elaine Proby here, CEO PROBY'S Tax and Accounting. I want to welcome you guys on here today. Again, we're back with great information, guys. We really are in the business of trying to create business, have people start their business, create their business, grow their business if they're already in business. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of stuff that I know people are doing on the side. You know, we talked about this a lot. We talked about people with the side hustles. We talked about people who was thinking about going in business, who always talked about, starting a business. And, so we're just trying to make you understand that this process, as much as it seems rather difficult, there's a lot to be said for it. And I guarantee you that you guys will be excited about a lot of the information that we're sharing. If you're already in business, we're going to tell you a lot of stuff. We talked about a lot of stuff that helps you to grow your business. And today, hey, Wilfred, good afternoon. Good to see you on here, Wilbur. All right, that's my brother. All right, so there's a lot of things we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about best ways that you can grow your business. Good afternoon. Best ways that you can grow your business, guys, very easily. We want to talk about 3 things today that you can grow your business easily. And this is the thing, you're in business and everybody always is trying to figure out, how do I get more business? How do I make more money? What do I need to do? And so, that's why we're really on this stuff. Hey, Judd, how you doing? Tasha, how are you? So that's why we want to talk about this stuff, because we want to make sure that you get in business, you start your business, you grow your business, and we want to keep you encouraged because it's a lot to stay motivated. You guys know this. It's a lot to stay motivated in business. And especially if you don't have a big team that you're working with and you don't have a whole lot around you, sometimes you have to make all the decisions. And, it's really hard to stay motivated. So what we want to do today is just make sure that you stay motivated. Hi, Anya Lovelace. Thanks for jumping on here. So 3 points today, guys. Best ways to grow your business. We want to talk about using apps. And I know everyone is like, apps. Okay, we know what that is. But what is that supposed to mean? So using apps is the first point we're going to talk about today. Second, most important, we're going to talk about delegation. Serious point, delegating. A lot of us don't know how to do that. So I'll talk to you about how you can make that happen and what it really means. And then we want to talk about building your email list. Now, that's my favorite because you guys have been asked about emails and getting your emails and putting it in a lot of places, a lot of times. And we never really figured out what this was all about. However, most of the larger businesses, they were way ahead of us. And so they knew when they was collecting all this information, what they were going to do with it. Okay. So let's jump right into this, guys. Today, we're talking about the best ways you can grow your business easily. And I want to talk about using apps. So there's a lot of apps that are out there, guys, and I'm not endorsing any one of these apps. There's a lot of them that are out there. They're doing the same thing. You just got to find one that really works for what you need. But I want to talk about some of the 4 specific points that you need to use apps for in your business on a daily basis to really assist you to grow this business, in a simplified way. All right. So hi, Andy. Thanks for jumping on. You look great. Thank you. So using apps, guys, I want to talk about let's start off, you have your business and there's a daily operation that goes on in your business. No matter how small your business are, how large your business are, or what type of business it is, there's daily operation. So one of the most serious apps that you would need to have is something that will run your workflow in your business operation, right? So you want to have an app that will run your workflow so you know where everything is from point A to point B, from one department to the next department. You want to be able to have an app that you use for that system. Now, through my company, we have used several apps. Now we are using one right now that is very, very, very user-friendly, and it tracks the workflow from the time that the work hits the office and it goes from one department to the next department. The app will track where that job is, guys. And so you got to have some app that you're using for an operating system within your business. You want to search for something that is very user-friendly, inexpensive for the most part, that will, of course, track your workflow. If you're into retail, you want to use an app that will track your inventory, track everything that happens throughout your business from point A to point B to Z, and for it to go right out the door and to the client or to the customer, guys. So one thing you must have an application that you use within your business that will track your business operation. Gotta have that. Gotta have that. There's no way you can write this all down. It's gotta have that. So that's the first point I want to make in the app department. Another app that is very, very important that you must have, guys, is, say, a note app. There's a notebook. There's several of them. There's even notes. There is so many different notes. You guys even have notepads on your phone. This is so important because we used to always make notes or, sticky pads, sticky notes, yellow pad, the whole thing. We write all this stuff down and you're constantly looking for these notes. You're all over the place trying to figure out what you did in the last set of notes. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm always looking for notes, and I have all different types of notebooks, different color notebooks, the yellow pad, the white pad. But again, there's an application, a notebook app that you can use to track all of your notes, all of your meeting notes, right? If you have your if you guys do now, let's say a podcast, if you're doing any blog posting, you have an app that tracks all that stuff. If you're talking to a client, so you're talking to a customer, you can make your notes within that application. It all is in one place. It's easy to define. It's easy to track. It's easy to go back to and reference and then make additional notes there. Okay, so you got to have an app that will track your notes. Again, like I said, Even Note is an excellent one. There's all kinds of notepads on your phones as well, and you can look up other apps that will work for you. So you want to have an app that will track all of your notes. And then, of course, there's these apps too that the note apps, you don't need a Wi-Fi for it. So you can make notes wherever you are. You don't have to worry about, oh my God, I'm not connected to the internet. You can always make your notes wherever you are. Gotta have that note app. Another app, guys, most common, a lot of folks use this one too. And it's used for, not only collecting cash and make payments and stuff too, but there's the app, like for instance, you can use a Square Register. A lot of us use Square. It can also track your calendar. You can make appointments in there. You can track your dates and notes. And then, of course, it can also collect your cash for you. A lot of us have businesses where sometimes we go to conventions, guys. We go to conventions. If you're in retail, you go to conventions, you go to different places, and sometimes you make a sale, someone wants to pay for something, you can use let's say the Square application. You can turn your phone into a cash register. You no longer have to take a cash register. I don't know if any of you guys remember the days when you would go to a convention and you go to a some type of festival or fair, and you would literally have to take with you a cash register to that place. And when it gets to the point where you can just put a gadget on your phone and turn it into a swipe machine, and you can get a credit card and take a payment, and I was excellent. So you guys remember those days transitioning from one place to the next. This is why with our business, and it's growing as it is, and for it to continue to grow, these apps are what is definitely necessary for us to be using within our business so we can make it easier for the business to grow. Again, so you can use the Square Register. Again, like I said, account for your cash, as well as it can keep track of inventory. It can do a whole lot for you. And then you can also use it for making appointments. There's a great calendar there. And so that's an excellent one. Not endorsing any of these stuff. There's other types of applications out there, but just to let you know, the reasons why you need to use some of these apps is for things to, one, track your business operation, two, be able to take cash and be able to track inventory, and be able to set up calendar, and for most of all, be able to take notes. We all have to do notes all day long to track your notes, and you can find them very easily. And the last thing with using the apps, guys, that I wanted to reference that is very simple and we must have in our business, again, is the network and marketing application. Those are the most common. We're very familiar with those, guys. Apps like the LinkedIn, apps like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, those types of apps are out there. And we use them specifically for a lot of times for our network, for marketing and that kind of stuff, and advertising. So those apps that's on the marketing end of things, you definitely want to make sure that you have those apps. Okay, so there you go, guys. The number one point today in ways to grow your business. The first one was using apps again. And, I just gave you like 5 different types of apps. One for the operation, one for actually keeping notes and track of it, and the other one for keeping track of your cash and your inventory, a calendar app, of course, and then the networking. So that's what we talk about in the app department. Again, I'm going to thank you guys for jumping in here. I'm Mike Wives, Taj Nash, thanks for jumping on. Good afternoon. How are you doing out there? All right, guys, so let's get to point number 2. Point number 2, best way to grow your business fast, guys. Point number 2, this you must do. And this is delegating. Delegating. I mean, so many of us business owners, we're so used to doing everything ourselves. You can't cover all the grounds. You can't do it all. And, you know, as the saying goes, you're going to completely run out of gas. You could literally run your business to the ground if you try to do everything, right? So you have to learn how to delegate. You have to make sure that you know how you can pass on duties and responsibilities to someone else. You can't do it all. There's absolutely no way that can be done. So you want to be able to delegate, and delegating is the process of where you just turn over a task to, say, someone in the department that's able to handle it much better than you can, more expeditious than you can, and there are tasks that you is not very good at. For one thing, we've got to be frank with ourselves. There's some things that we're not the best at. So you want to be able to delegate that. You don't want to spend all day long trying to do a spreadsheet, for instance. You don't know how to do those. That was, my weak point was like, someone needs to know how to do this better than I can. So you want to be able to delegate. And there are some real serious points about delegating. One, you got to make sure, guys, that when you're hiring employees, you want to hire employees that are willing to learn stuff. People that are willing to, just get into different departments, take on a little bit more than is asked. So you want to have employees that are like that, so you can delegate to them. You have to clearly define what the task is, right? So you can train people properly when you're delegating. You can't just delegate to someone and they don't have a clue exactly what the task is. So you have to clearly define the task, right? You have to train a person. You want to make sure that you're not overburdening anyone. So you have to make sure that you pick the person that has the most time to spend on it. And then, of course, you want to identify the people who are, again, like I said, the best for the job. So you don't want to delegate a task to someone who is not very familiar with the processes within that system that you need to get done. So you make sure that you know somehow the mic's off. Let's see. All right, it's on over here, Facebook. So again, guys, sorry for that interruption. The delegation, I was saying delegating tasks to the right person and give them the right things to do, and it will free up time for you as the owner to strategize and bring more business into your business. Okay. So if you spend time doing things that you're not familiar with, you're not very good at, and you don't have any time for, the reason why you want to delegate, so you as the business owner can find more time to bring business to you. Okay, so that's the second point. All right, so hi Laverne, thanks for jumping on here, sis. Thanks for jumping in. Third point today, guys, I love this one, the email list. Now, all of us have been places, and remember for years and years and years, you went somewhere, but what is your email? What is your email? Sign up here. And I always wonder, well, what is this for? Am I going to get, something free, or is this a discount? But that email list, you put your email in wherever you go. They're asking for email. You need to build an email list within your business. And once you have that email list built, guys, once you have that email, guys, I see your camera's off. Oh, here we go. All right. Sorry, Facebook. I was just talking to you guys. You guys was hearing me, not seeing me. Now here I am. I don't know how that went off just now. The mic and the camera was off. But anyway, we're back on here. And so the third point I was saying, guys, we talked about delegation just now, and now I was talking about the email list. You want to build an email list. And that can also be done by doing different strategies. I will let you know what some of those points are. And I was saying that, a lot of times that we went places, we purchased stuff, and it's always asking for an email list. So they were building an email list, which is a good way to target market. This will build your business very successfully, guys. There's people who you want them to get their email. They will subscribe. They need to opt in to be able to get other information from you. So once they fill out that information, the email, it allows you to send more information to them. And there's people who's going to unsubscribe, but then again, there's people who's constantly subscribing to your email list anyway. So we'll continue to build ways that you want to build this email list. You want to be able to create contents that you send out to your customers or your clients, contents that are entertaining, contents that are very very useful, very valuable, right? People wants to get valuable information from you. People want to get information again that is, very helpful, right? Very, very helpful, because especially if you are into any type of business, you want to get contents that relates to some of the things you do. So you want to categorize your email list according to the interest of the people. So you don't want to send certain contents to certain people who are interested in something else. So you want to be able to categorize your email list so you can target the right audience, send the right email to the right set of folks. Okay, so that's what you want to do with that email list. And then you can promote offers in your email. Of course, you can promote offers. People on your email list, they give them specials. They are the first to know about some of the specials that you do have in your business. Again, especially if you're in retail or any type of stuff like that, you want to give discounts. You have any type of sales. This is a retail business. So these people will get first notification because they're on your email list of those offers, special offers. And if they're a part of the email list, they have special discounts that you will give to them. This is how you build that email list, and you can target your audience. Again, you want to categorize it so that you target the right set of folks with the right type of email, right? So you guys notice every time you purchase something, they ask you for your email. This is one reason. They are building an email list, and they are targeting you, categorizing you according to stuff that you purchase, things that you do, and things that you're interested in, right? So this is what you want to do in your small business, right? So there you go. So that is the 3 points I want to cover today, guys. We're talking about best ways to grow your small business, or best ways to grow your business, period. It doesn't have to necessarily be small, but we use the word business, but that's big, making millions of dollars, still considered small. So best ways to grow your business. We talked about 3 things today: using apps. And I really talked about, there's so many different apps. Talk about the apps that are going to allow you, one, to be able to run your business operation. You want to find an app that will do that, will track everything in your business operation. And then you want to use an app that is going to be able to take notes, track all of your notes, all of your, meeting notes, messages, all of that stuff. You want to have one that will find that, blog posting, all that stuff will be able to be tracked on your notepad. You want to be able to use an app that will track, that you can use for your sales and purchases, like Square, for instance. You can track your sales. If you go to conventions, wherever you go, you can also take payments wherever you are. You can track your inventory as well. It also gives you a great calendar. People can make appointments. I've used a Square calendar in my business. You can go on there, you can make appointments very easily. And of course, so that's a great app to have. And then the one that is most common to everybody out there, the marketing and promoting and advertising app, which is all of the great stuff. These are the most downloaded apps in the entire world. The LinkedIn, the Facebook, the Twitter, and YouTube and all that good stuff. Those are generally, we use them for marketing, advertising, and to get a business out there to the world. Okay, so the number 1 point, using apps. Number 2, delegating. We have to do this. Some of us always think that, we're a superhero. We can do it all. We can't do it all. You're going to run your business to the ground again if you try to do it all, because you can't cover all those grounds. So you want to be able to delegate. So you want to delegate the right task to the right people at the right time. Okay. So you can't overload any one employee with anything. And then, of course, you've got to train. You've got to train the person or people who you delegate to. And then what's the key to all of this? It will free you up to strategize how you bring more business into the business, right? And this is your key role. Bring your business to the business for it to continue to grow. And this is what we're talking about today, right? So delegating, you should not be burdened by a lot of different tasks, especially the ones you're not very familiar with, you don't know much about. So if you're doing a task that you don't know much about, guys, in your business, make sure you delegate that to someone who knows more than you do, all right? And it's okay. You don't know it all. And then the 3rd point today, guys, number 3, email list. You want to build an email list. And people going to be subscribing. They're going to opt in for you to be able to send them more information as well. But people may unsubscribe. Other people will be subscribing. Build an email list. You want to be able to send content to them, things that are entertaining, things that are valuable, things that are educational, things people need to know. And so they will stay within your email list. They will look forward to getting this information. And so you want to be able to encourage them to stay on board with you, and you want to encourage them also to maybe share your email and forward your email to other people who might be able to use the content that you put in your email list. Okay. And then by doing so, guys, you can categorize your email so you can target the right audience for the right information. Okay, so very important. All right, thanks, Lerner, for jumping on. So those are my 3 points today, guys. Best ways to grow your business very easily. If you guys have any more questions regarding any of this matter, like I said, I'm not endorsing any of these apps, of course. Some of the ones that I've used, and if you guys want to know some more of the other apps that we have used internally for operational purposes, as well to track workflow and things like that, you guys can give us a call at PROBY'S Tax and Accounting here at 323-290-9034, guys. Visit our website. You're using our apps. When you go to the website there, you can sign on to our website and get information to us by creating an account there. We have a client account portal. So if you guys need any information from us, visit our website or give us a call at 323-290-9034. With that said, guys, I want to invite you guys to come back here on Thursday afternoon, where we'll be having more of our session on the personal side of things. So we'll talk about that. We'll probably be talking, I think we'll be talking about different deductions that you can take as an entertainer, as an artist. This is really great. I think I'm going to really love this one too. Deductions that you can take as an artist and an entertainer in the industry. You guys want to know tax deductions? That's going to be very useful for you. So we're going to talk about that on Thursday at 1 p.m. Okay. And then before I leave, I want to remind you guys, next Thursday, 6 p.m. next Thursday, I will have a free webinar. You guys need to sign up for this free webinar. And if you ever thought about starting a business and you were on the fence, undecided, not sure if you really want it, you hear business, guys, if you tune into this free webinar next Thursday, the 15th at 6 p.m., you guys at elainesdesk.com, go up there and sign up free. And I will give you reasons why you guys should start a business, 10 great reasons why you should really start a business. So if you're undecided about this stuff, I'll let you know what that is. I'll give you some points about how you can start and run your business. Of course, we'll give you points on doing that as well. And so there's a lot of great stuff that you're going to learn in this class. So it's really free. A few hours we need from you, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time next Thursday on the 15th. Sign up free, elainesdesk.com for this free webinar. If you was undecided, I guarantee you, you're going to get your business started. We'll be here to help you with that. All right. So with that said, I think that's it. I'm up out of here. Again, I want to thank all you guys for tuning in. Andy, hi. Info, thank you. Auntie, okay, great. Thank you so much too for joining. Thank you for jumping on here. All right. I will see you guys on Thursday of this week. So that said, woohoo. With that said, you guys, I want y'all to take care of each other and take care of yourself. Hey, good afternoon. You look good. Thank you, baby. Bye-bye.